Let me be your leader.
One thing I will miss in Luzhou is I just found the perfect yoga studio. It took me all 8 years because it was on the 4th floor, and I actually accidentally joined a gym in my search for the perfect yoga studio, which was not the perfect yoga studio. And like, we just found a guy who will embroider logos onto work suits for whenever we need that. And I know where the Watson's is, and I know where the good grocery stores and which grocery store has curly pasta. So like, moving will mean having to figure that all out again. Although, you know, it's not like those things aren't in Chongqing, and there's no guarantee that those places will stay open. I'm currently without a dry cleaner because the one I used closed down. I really like this yoga studio though. The teachers are all really good, and they all have like a really varied approach, so I get like tons of exposure to different styles. Interestingly, or maybe you would have guessed this, I didn't. Chinese style yoga is very similar to American style yoga in that it is primarily fitness oriented with a little bit of breathing and mindfulness thrown in. And it does not feel like it might be based in Hinduism. And I keep making these assumptions like, well, China's in Asia, they must draw all these things from other countries in Asia. But yoga as it's practiced yoga bears a lot of American influence, I'll say, around the world. But we do some stuff that's like Chinese medicine influenced, I think. Like we do a lot of creating heat with our hands and then massaging different parts of our bodies, which as far as I know is Chinese medicine, which I think is pretty cool. I'm going to tell you why cultural assumptions are silly, and then I'm going to tell you a silly cultural assumption I made. Like, for example, this is my example, one of the teachers at the school, even in like very calm yoga classes, is like a drill sergeant. She's like, "Jianbang fang song," which means like relax your shoulders. Like, she just full on yells the instructions. And if I hadn't known better, I might think like, oh, Chinese yoga teachers yell, instead of this woman yells and she's Chinese. But the cultural assumption I'm going to make that may or may not be true is the thing that bugs me about this place is every week the schedule of the classes, the time doesn't change, but what class it is does change. And in my experience in American studios, it wasn't like that. Like, for example, there's a class Tuesday night, but what class that is different every week, and that drives me a little bit crazy. How am I supposed to plan my rest days and my lift days and my yoga days and my Pilates days? It's a whole thing. You have to tell me if this dog's gonna bite me.
Oh, you don't think dogs are this person?
I hope it is, but I'm still scared of dogs. I'm scared of dogs. One thing that yoga hasn't fixed is I haven't really made any friends, and that's not yoga's fault, that's my fault. I'm friendly with people there, and in fact, my upstairs neighbor, I go to class with her often, and we chat sometimes. Oh my God, that dog stopped. Oh, that dog, I'm so scared of dogs. So yeah, I have like chats with people.
You're scared of this lady?
No, I'm not scared of. I'm never scared of ladies. That's why I can have chats with all the yoga ladies. And it's no longer necessarily a language issue. I just like take a very long time to make friends. So I guess it's not. I just haven't made friends yet. Peter and I kind of have a rule of thumb, which is by the time we start making 1-year commitments to things, we're probably going to leave by the time that 1-year commitment is up, or something will happen. Like, for example, the gym, I think I signed up for 2 years and then they closed permanently. Or like, we started looking at apartments And then instead of buying an apartment, we moved provinces. And with yoga, if we move to Chongqing in September, I will just cut off my 1-year membership date. And I'm value for money. I'm upset. That's all. I'm not sure exactly what it says, but the middle says the New Year's quickly coming, I think. I think it's a friendly graffiti. Just before National Day in October, they had a guy teacher come in for like that week, so I guess some of the teachers could go on vacation early. I'm not really sure how things are organized there. But in Luzhou anyway, yoga is not done by men. So it was like funny to see this guy come in and teach. He was a good teacher, and he did this yin yoga class that was like really great. And they haven't had it since then. And so I guess even in the same studio, there's gonna be things that come and go, and you just have to be grateful for the time you had. Namaste.